Pathfinder. This is a mine for resources. You can extract minerals via your interface.
This area is called Dralier. It means...
Charming.
Not really.
You sure take up a lot of space back here. Your thighs are massive.
Great. We're both uncomfortable.
Look, a cave. Wanna explore? Joe, your people have been fighting the Kett for a long time.
Since long before my birth.
Are you encouraged that you have allies now? Us, I mean.
It's better not to die alone. Yes.
Wow. You don't think we can win?
This isn't a...
This place is massive.
Detecting high levels of toxic gas. Proceed with caution, Pathfinder.
Hey, I'm always cautious.
Careful. It'd be easy to get lost in here.
Me? Lost? Never. Is that... a generator? What's it doing all the way out here?
It appears to be powering the floodlights.
Well, yeah, but who put it here? The surveyor?
That would be a lot of equipment for one man to carry.
Dead end. Boring. Maybe there's another way. Better find something cooler than a dead end.
Another generator.
And more lights. They lead to something? Pretty. You hear that?
Intruders! Stand down. The charlatan wants this one alive. Out for a walk, Pathfinder?
No one else in the collective hesitated to shoot me.
We're a big organization. Low-level operatives might not have gotten the word. But my orders are clear. You're not to be harmed. Crux is in charge here. If you've got questions, talk to her.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Pathfinder. Hey.
Pathfinder, you caught me off guard. We don't receive many visitors.
I didn't come here to cause problems.
You just have interesting timing. Someone's been faking the charlatan's orders, giving bad intel. It got 2 of our recruits killed.
This is what happens when you rule from the shadows.
Organizations with a face aren't immune to greedy bastards. Trust me. The boss knows it's someone operating out of this base. It's my job to find the culprit.
So what's the holdup?
The imposter could bolt at the first sign of suspicion. I need a subtle way to smoke them out.
Maybe I could help. I'm not connected to the collective. A curious outsider would raise less suspicion than an official representative.
That's true. All right, Pathfinder. Here's what we know. The drop point was in the sulfur springs, so the imposter should have high levels of sulfur in their clothes.
Sam's sensors should be able to detect that. Anything else?
We found footprints that could be human or Asari, but too smudged to get an exact size. That's all my intel.
High sulfur levels, but the footprints at the drop site contradict a Solarian's webbed feet.
Just being thorough, Sam. Sam, what's inside the... Sam, what are they doing with the Adhi?
It appears the Collective are attempting to domesticate the creature. Sulfur levels are high. Her footprints are of a similar shape to those left at the drop site.
Could be our rat.
Before accusing Dorado, perhaps you'd like to... She could have an alibi. Sulfur levels are on the high side, but not by a large percentage.
And she's a Sari, which fits our footprint bill. Can't rule her...
She's worth further investigation. Sulfur levels are normal.
Not our culprit, then. Didn't peg the Collective as gardeners.
My people call this plant Gavastir. Last light.
Sulfur readings are low. Additionally, Angaran feet are distinct from humans and Asari.
Can't hurt to check.
Please, I'd rather you not touch that.
I'd kill for some... Sorry about before, not much traffic down here. Recruits are jumpy.
You didn't shoot, that's all that matters.
You're awfully good-natured about people pointing guns at your face. Some of us have been down here for months. I haven't seen the sun in weeks.
There are high levels of sulfur in your clothes.
What?
How'd the sulfur get there if you haven't left in weeks?
I oversee our water filters, make sure they aren't tampered with. I shouldn't have to tell you that Kadara's water is full of sulfur. Is that reason enough, creep?
What do you think of Lynx, Sam?
Her explanation for the level of sulfur in her clothes was plausible, Pathfinder.
Need something? Go bother Crux.
You're a testy one.
Sorry. Haven't slept in 36 hours, thanks to another shit job.
36 hours? That can't be healthy.
Defying the charlatan's orders isn't healthy. I go where I'm told.
The charlatans send you to the sulfur springs?
I smell that bad, huh? Like I said, it was a shit job, but I can't talk details. Especially to an outsider. See you around, Pathfinder.
Dorado's heart rate elevated when you met Sulfur Springs, Pathfinder.
To Crux. See if she wants to be at the...
Pathfinder, any luck finding the imposter?
Dorado's clothes showed high levels of sulfur. When I asked about her last job, she was evasive.
Her mission was at the port. She should have been nowhere near the springs. Aquila, ditto, quietly.
On it.
Good work, Pathfinder. I'll make sure the charlatan knows you helped us.
Okay, this was the Surveyor's last known location.
Think I found him.
The Surveyor. Who did it? Outcasts, Collective, random exiles?
Gravity.
What?
He broke his neck trying to obtain barite samples.
Wow. Kind of embarrassing. Sam, down. We can at least deliver that.
Yikes! Oh, this really hurts!
not alone.
Ryder, did you hit a ditch or make a sharp turn or something? Jaw's snoozing again.
Ah, let him sleep.
Ugh.
I'm growing very close to you, BB. To this whole team, really.
My advice? Keep a little distance. Don't lose yourself.
No. I feel stronger for it. Even more sure of who I am.
Automated protocols activated. Deploying forward stick. Mining zones have been added to your nav system, Pathfinder.
heard you singing the other day. I peeked in. You were applying lotion to your neck. Flaps.
You're mistaken.
About?
The singing. However, the daily application of hydrogenated ash salve is important to keep my neck flaps glossy.
So many questions. Really? This is not fun.
You know, he only falls asleep when you're here.
What?
Just kidding. Remnant. They're completely fried.
Bullet holes match weapons from the Milky Way, Pathfinder.
We must protect the monolith.
That should do it. Got it. Okay, let's get to the vault and fix Kadara's water.
You've been hanging out at the Cultural Center on the Nexus. Have you read about Omega?
Not yet. Homeworld's first. I want a solid understanding of each species before I dive into the deviants.
We're here. Where's Reyes?
Reyes should be here.
I detect no sign of Mr. Vidal, Pathfinder. Shall we proceed without him?
That's not...
Don't move.
Were we too loud?
Shut up. Farrow will deal with you.
I don't need to tell you what happens next.
You're going to try to kill me and my friends. I've got a few questions first.
No. You'll bleed, just like the others.
So it's... you murdered innocent people.
Invaders and sympathizers are not innocent. I will protect my home.
Don't let your hate poison you. We can coexist.
Like here on Kadara. Sloane lies to my people and uses them for power.
I'm not Sloane.
You are all the same.
Not so fast.
You're late.
I've got a good reason. You'll see in 3...
Don't just stand there!
2...
Kill them!
Still mad?
Die!
The streets of Kadara are safe again. You did good, Ryder. Don't worry. I'll let all the important people know who to thank.
We make a good team.
Careful. I'll start thinking you like me.
Would that be so bad?
Depends. Don't be a stranger, Pathfinder.
Oh, Ryder. Are you sure? Here? Now? Huh? But Joel's right here. What if he wakes up? Oh, screw it. I want you. Let's do it.
All right, pull over. I'll give you two some privacy.
I knew you were faking!
It seems I wasn't the only one.
Careful. Whoever rounded up that junk will get territorial if we get close.
Undocumented mineral nearby.
Outlaws! Keep a lookout!
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface. Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface. That construct was reported stolen by both the Outcasts and the...
That's it. Good work.
What now?
Perhaps Reyes has another job for you.
Okay, Remnant Vault. Let's get this place up and running. Well, we turned the power on.
You'll need to locate the console to activate the purification field, Pathfinder. Several interface connections converge here. I will highlight the ones you need.
Okay, we should be able to get to the purification console. Hostiles ahead!
Well executed.
Think that's it. It's a little fun, isn't it? The unknown.
Pathfinder, this may affect your escape from the purification field. Pathfinder, the way across is console activated.
Cover's blown, run! Remnant. We can lay low or take them on. Not happy with us.
Traceable objects will have indicators, Pathfinder. They may be of some help.
What do we get?
This contains valuable data, Pathfinder. You may want to scan it.
Another one of these boxes. They were all over. Remtech. Bet we can grab it on the way back.
I will add this map to your interface, Pathfinder. Highlighting interface connections, Pathfinder.
Let's get all of these activated. Here they come! Nice work. Just keep coming.
Highlighting interface connections, Pathfinder.
Let's get all of these activated. Here they come!
purification field. You may want to sweep the area.
Before this place tries to kill us, you mean? Okay, get ready to run. Here it comes! Go, go!
This console will activate the purification field. You may want to sweep the area.
Before this place tries to kill us, you mean? Okay, get ready to run. Here it comes! Go, go! ready to run. Here it comes! Go, go! Terrifying. Let's get out of here. There's hope for Kadara. Yet. Got 'em all.
Hi again. Do you have the locations of the victims? It's the only way to make sure justice is served.
Or you could give the data to me for a quick reward. Something real.
Someone has to be held accountable for these murders.
Thank you. A civilization is nothing without justice.
Activating automated forward station deployment. Mining zones have been added to your nav system, Pathfinder.
There it is. Last known location of this Johann guy. Hopefully Remy's inside and alive.
And hasn't become one of the crazies out here.
Alright, let's find Remy.
Please, help me.
Are you alright?
They were going to eat me.
I know.
They brought a group of us here from the slums, said we'd be safe. I'm the only one left.
You survived. That's what matters.
I'm not even supposed to be out here. I paid my protection fee.
I know. The outcast who wrongly kicked you out of Kadara Port. He sent me.
Are they going to let me back in?
At the very least. Grayson, I found Remy. We need a pickup.
Thank God. I'll send a shuttle right away.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
extract minerals via your mining interface.
Let me know if you find some medicine.
Mom, are you okay?
Oh, Miria. I've been so worried. Let me know if you find some medicine. But it's really you.
I'm on Kadara. I'm okay. I miss you so much, Mom.
I think about you every day, Miria. Someday we'll be reunited. There's a Pathfinder now, Ryder. She seems to know what she's doing.
It's the reason we're talking. They helped fix our equipment.
Well, give them a hug for me. This changed everything. I've got...
Let me know if you find some medicine.
Move along.
What's your poison?
You mean alcohol, right? I wouldn't normally ask, but...
It's a fair question on Kadara. Toxic water, killer outlaws. But in this case, just an expression. First round's on me. A bit more reputable than my usual clientele.
The outcast or the collective giving you any trouble?
Not really. They tend to shoot each other in remote places, where no one's looking. That won't last forever. All it takes is one wrong move and things get ugly.
What will you do then?
Board up the place, hold out till the smoke clears.
Your bar has a unique design. Something tells me these cages aren't just decorative.
They're for your protection as much as ours. Trust me, my employees can take care of themselves.
Guessing you had issues.
Outlaws and pirates aren't known for their manners. Some customers got rowdy and ended up losing fingers. The bars won't stop a bullet, but it's a clear warning to keep your hands to yourself.
What was it like after leaving the Nexus?
Oh, it was lovely. One big, smelly mutineer party.
Your sarcasm survived the trip.
What can I say? It sucked. We had limited supplies and nowhere to go. Kadara's paradise in comparison, even with the shite water.
I'll let you get back to it.
Never enough drinks to pour.
Ryder, perfect timing. You saved me the trouble of looking for you.
Should I go? You look like the type who enjoys the chase.
Looks can be deceiving. I'm too shy for that nonsense.
Oh yeah, a real introvert. So what did you need me for?
A business rival, Zia Cordier, lifted cargo I was moving for a client.
You want my help getting it back?
We worked so well together on the Rokar job, I thought you'd be willing.
We cut the profits 50-50.
60-40. Final offer.
Deal.
When she stops in Kadara, Zia drinks at Krala's song. We'll start there. See if Umi heard anything that could help us. Hope you got what you needed from Ven before he lost his head.
Sloan and I came to an understanding. I talked to him before. Well, you know.
I'm impressed. Didn't think she could be reasoned with.
I'm just that good.
Apparently. So, how can I help you?
Things are looking less than friendly between the Collective and the Outcasts.
Not everyone's happy living under Sloane's thumb. Whatever resources Kadara has goes to the Outcasts. The rest of us get scraps. The Collective claims to be different, but it's hard to trust a faceless leader.
Especially with a title like the Charlatan.
Have to admit, I'm jealous. That's a better nickname than Shayna.
Did you play a big part in the mutiny on the Nexus?
I had nothing to do with that shit show.
Then why'd you leave?
The way Tan handled things didn't exactly inspire confidence. Decided I could do better on my own. So I jumped ship with the rest of them. Ended up here.
How long have you worked with the Resistance?
Few months. When Sloane saved Kadara Port from the Ket, Ephra wanted eyes and ears on the ground. Figured people would be more loose-lipped around their own kind. He was right.
Sloane's tough, but so are the Ket. How'd you take them out?
Never underestimate the element of surprise. The Ket weren't ready for an ambush, but they know her tactics now. Next time, Sloane won't be so lucky.
Your codename, Shayna. What's it mean?
It's the Angaran word for mouth. I'm good with words.
Among other things?
Never had a complaint.
I better get going.
Ryder.
Yeah?
Don't take this the wrong way, but you're not really liked here in Kadara Port.
Ouch.
What I'm saying is, you need a friend. Someone on the inside to help you out. I can be that guy. You need intel on exiles, Sloane, whatever. Come to me.
Thanks, I think.
Ryder, good to see you.
You said I should come to you if I needed intel. I want to establish an outpost on Kadara, but I'm not quite sure how to do it.
Because of Sloane.
She's not the only obstacle. If war is about to break out between the Outcasts and the Collective, I can't ask people to settle here.
Are you saying Kadara's dangerous? If you want to ease tensions, prove the initiative can be reliable. Gain favor with the little people, and it won't matter who's in charge.
I better get going.
Thanks for stopping by.
sell Oblivion here?
Or are you well informed? Doc must still be whining.
Dr. Nakamoto thought he was making medicine, not drugs.
Whatever. It's all the same to me. If Ryota knows what's good for him, he'll keep his mouth shut.
Think it will scar?
You lied to me, Doctor.
What?
Had an interesting chat with your old coworker, Dr. Ferenth.
Arena's not a doctor. She's one of Sloane's dealers. What did she tell you?
That you created Oblivion together. That it was always meant to be a drug.
And you took her word over mine.
She was very convincing.
More than I was, apparently. By now, Arena's taken the formula underground. We'll never find it.
I'm sorry for doubting you, Dr. Nakamoto.
It's done now. I never should have let you get involved. Please, just go.
Okay, that's done. Still need to track down Rhea's cargo, though. You look like you're waiting for someone.
That's my line.
You want a drink or a room?
Information, actually.
That'll cost you more than a round of drinks.
My friend's good for it.
I'll expect a favor in return.
You're one person I'll happily owe something.
Ugh. What do you want to know?
Zia Cordier. She been around recently?
You mean your ex? Yeah, she was here.
Ex? As in girlfriend?
Girlfriend's such a strong word. We had drinks occasionally, so... She was here?
Yeah, met with a Solarian. Shifty guy I'd never seen before. Maybe it was the charlatan.
Anything's possible. You overhear their conversation?
They were planning to meet someone at Spirit's Ledge.
Thanks, Umi.
Whatever. You didn't hear it from me.
If you check the meeting spot, I'll follow the collective lead. Doubt Zia was meeting the charlatan, but you never know.
Is this job about getting your cargo back or one-upping an ex?
Why, Ryder? Are you jealous?
Just answer the question.
It's about the cargo. I'll work my contacts. Give me a call when you get to the meeting spot.
You know, Kadara ain't half bad. Nexus could learn a thing or two.
Why do you drink here instead of Tartarus?
This place has Umi. She gets me. Or at least she keeps pouring.
Who do you think the charlatan could be?
Anyone or no one. A lot of people would rather get behind a story than face reality.
I assume you have opinions about Sloane.
That's putting it lightly. Sloane switched sides, helped the uprising when she was head of Nexus security. I don't like Tan any more than I like her, but loyalty counts.
How does this place stack up to the Krogan colony?
Hard to compare. The colony's ours. It works for Krogan. But these exiles are onto something here if they can just get along.
Don't have too much fun.
It's early.
Rushed as you want, my man. Sloane gets a cut. Take it this beauty is yours?
The Tempest? Yeah, she's mine.
Hell of a ship. We don't get many like her. Colt Dalton, Kadara Docks Manager. Sloane said to make sure no one harasses you.
Awfully nice of her.
Uncharacteristically so. You must be important.
Does Kadara get a lot of traffic?
Since we moved in? Oh yeah. Kadara is one of the few planets in Helios with a functioning economy. Got Angara and exiles from all over Helios moving their cargo through this port.
How safe is it here?
Safety's a commodity on Kadara. It depends on how much you're willing to spend. The port's gun-free, but murder comes in all shapes and sizes. Still, better than living outside the mountain. It's no man's land out there.
Thanks for your time.
Back to work.
Found your surveyor. He broke his neck getting barite samples.
Good surveyors are hard to find. Hope you retrieved the samples.
Here you go.
Wonderful. Here are your credits. You earned them.
No one's here. Guess we're too late. Let's look around. Maybe Zia left something behind. Think I found something. Looks like a wire.
Something is built into these rocks.
Gotta be a way to get inside. Sam?
The lock is controlled remotely, perhaps by something nearby.
Maybe this will get us inside. Here goes nothing.
Interesting. Did it work?
Reyes, I found a data pad with what looks like a nav point.
Must be where Zia's hiding the cargo. Probably left that behind for the buyer.
Whatever happened to just going to a store?
Sloan takes a cut from all official sales in Kadara. Gotta get creative if you want to go around that.
Did you find anything on your end?
The Salarian is a fence. No direct connection to the collective. My guess is Zia met him to find potential buyers. Let's follow up on those coordinates. I'll meet you there.
ideas. It's empty.
What if this was all just some elaborate trick to get you here?
You mean there was never any cargo?
Bravo. I knew you'd figure it out eventually.
Zia.
You could never resist the big payout.
What can I say? I'm a greedy man.
That's why you don't have any friends. You're selfish.
Reyes is a better man than you think.
Oh, honey, you've no idea how wrong you are. But you will.
Leave her out of this.
You must really like this one, Reyes.
Cut the shit! What's this all about?
You've been taking all the good jobs in Kadara. It's gotten more than my attention.
So what? The local smuggling union got together and decided to take me down?
Something like that.
Shit.
Move in.
What's up, Ryder? Why an emergency meeting?
I didn't call it.
I did. Got some disturbing news while we were on Kadara. There's some tension at the Krogan colony on Eladin. It's bad.
Tension among Krogan? You don't say.
I wouldn't waste your time with this if it wasn't important. We need to go.
I agree. Nakmor Morta made herself overlord of the colony. It's weird.
No. Our priority is the Archon. We have to remain focused on his next move.
Jaal's right.
I know dealing with so many unknowns is frustrating, but we need to hear each other out.
Well, as long as we're pitching stuff, I overheard outlaws on Kadara talking about activity in the Ramov system.
No, that's the system where the Turian Golden World was supposed to be.
Ramov? There aren't any viable planets there. Only an asteroid field with mining ventures run by criminals.
I hear Eladin's pretty rough too. Roving scavengers with nothing to lose.
Perfect. Because if there's one thing I do know about, it's fighting pirates.
But now that we have the transponder, we're so close to finding the location of Archon's ship.
Our goal is to create our home here. You never know how something might fit in. Anyway, get Kello the nav points for both Eladin and that potential Turian Golden World. We want all our options ready to go. Hey! I didn't say dismissed or meeting adjourned or anything. Meeting adjourned, as you were.
I'm going to recommend a team-wide increase in caloric intake.
Yeah.
Are you sure? Kadara and Aya, we don't have a reliable food source in Helios yet. I'm sure
You have new email at your terminal, Pathfinder.
Now, exaltation. The cat just keep asking for more trouble.
really get us there, and we'll save you a place in line.
Pathfinder, hey, I was wondering, could you put your stamp on a project? It's for me and Jarl to work on. Call it diplomacy if you have to put it in a budget bucket. Greenlight that research and it's all good.
Just wondering what you think of how I'm doing at the job.
I'm committed to the initiative. You're Pathfinder. It's as simple as it gets.
What's your read on the people we're working with?
The squad and crew? They're all fine.
You must have opinions.
Your opinion's more important. What do you think of your people?
The math says we have all the right qualifications. I trust that.
That's probably what the Nexus is counting on. That our skills fit together to make it work. Up to us to figure it out. That's why this is our ship. So we own it. Want to make it work.
We barely covered how you joined. Tell me something about yourself.
Alright, I was a bad student, piss poor cop, great responder. Had a good life, but it'd all been done. I wasn't looking to start over. I wanted to start big.
Tell me about your family.
I miss the hell out of them. Some nights you just cry, right? That's the thing everyone does. Mom Joelle, Dad Calvin, both lawyers. Met on the Citadel, settled on Earth. No brothers or sisters. That might have been too much to leave. It was traditional. How about you?
Life with my family was not typical on a number of fronts.
You make do though, right? Family has to. I know mine did. I said goodbye to my mum and dad and got on a ship to Andromeda.
You were a cop, then crisis response? Couldn't have been long in either.
Didn't have the patience for law, so I figured enforcement. Dad knew it didn't fit before I did. But it got me into hustle. They mostly take vets and retired service. Best years of my life.
An impatient rookie, frustrated by procedure. That's overdone.
I know, right? I wanted new, and I got it. And that led me here.
We'll talk later.
I know it. Just waiting on that armor requisition / project. No pressure.
Just stopping by for not much. Just showing some interest? Ugh.
Bad opening, Pathfinder. You're better than that.
Yes, well, screw it. I'm owning it.
See, I knew it. Alright, interest returned. Let's bank that for another day.
We'll talk later.
I know it.
Ah, Ryder. Sorry for the mess.
Who's your friend?
An exalted Ket. I called Jarl to show him. Ah, there he is. Jarl, look at this. There's nothing Angara inside.
The physical can be deceiving.
I've run hundreds of tests. Only traces of the Angara genome remain. The exalted are Ket.
There must be a way to fix them.
Anything's possible. We just have to keep trying.
Even from mistakes, we can learn. Thank you, Ryder.
What?
Jarl needs to accept that exaltation is permanent. You're making his grief worse.
I didn't think about it like that.
Because you see him as a friend, not a patient. That's why I'm here. To observe and treat. Jarl is part of this crew. His welfare is my responsibility.
I know this job was a surprise, but you've really stepped up. And look, you got your Ket sample.
Their bodies are unlike anything I've seen. Centuries of gene stealing, crafted evolution. It's horrible, of course, but also fascinating.
Glad you're settling in.
Sink or swim, right? I should probably clean this up before it starts to smell.
Looks like pictures of the exaltation chamber.
Yeah, the Ket are using some Angaran-made medical equipment. Could be a lead. I just want an edge on those Ket bastards. If they ever got their hands on Sid, I'd... Well, imagine if it was Scott.
I don't know what I'd do. We're all that's left of our family.
Same here. Sid was so little when our father left, and I was... well, her age now.
I know what it's like to lose a parent. I've lost both now. Mom died before we left.
Our father didn't die. Or maybe he did. We don't really know. He just didn't come home. He was involved with some bad things. Bad people. Eventually it caught up to him. There was nowhere to run. Not like a whole new galaxy.
Is that why you came here?
When you're young and stupid, you make bad decisions. Piss off the wrong people. That sort of thing never goes away. Not for you, not for the ones you care about. I don't want to not come home one day.
We're a team. I'll make sure you're always there for Sid.
Thank you, Ryder. That means a lot to me. At least Sid's older now. Maybe I don't have to worry as much. I should get back to work. Talk to my people, see if they've heard anything. Chat later?
Gil, here's that Ket transponder. The spy used it to get his orders.
What do we need from it?
The location it points to should give us a fix on the Archon ship.
Right.
It's not like there's much writing on this. Just our best chance to find Meridian.
Pressure. I like that. Luckily, no matter where you go in the universe, physics still applies. Only so many ways of communicating across space. There. Give it a shot.
Did you connect the...
Shit, turn it off. Careful. That is a direct line to people who want to murder everyone on this ship.
Sam?
I have the coordinates. The signal points to the Tafino system.
We sure we want to do this?
I know we're still getting our feet wet, but I don't see another choice.
I knew running off to Andromeda would be dangerous, but shit. This is dangerous.
Only if we die.
Thought you should know I keep finding crumbs here on the counter.
Forget it, Drac. It's still your turn to clean the galley.
I think something's nibbling our stores. Something that doesn't belong. Possibly something tasty.
I'll keep an eye out for stowaways. Now that we've been digging, it's clear you were right about Spender.
Guy like that'll do anything to get ahead. Just wonder how far he went.
Got any stories or advice to share?
Does a pyjak scratch its butt?
Tell me more about fighting Ket.
Destined are annoying. Quick. Got some crazy mist that hides them from view. They're friends, too. Take a Destined down, and that mist goes away. Makes them a prime target, if you ask me. Perfect for grenade practice.
We can talk more later.
Sure.
Kadara Port's pretty grisly, huh? Probably get into all sorts of trouble there. And now we're going after the Archon's ship? Sure, that's a good idea.
In the absence of any others, it's an excellent one.
Guess I can't argue with that. Anything else to go over?
I like it when you flirt. I wouldn't want you to stop.
Have I flirted with you? Don't worry, Ryder. I'm relentless. It relaxes me.
Thanks for chatting. We'll talk again later.
You know it.
Liam, I signed off on that project.
That's great, Pathfinder. Jarl and Maldarov, we got our gear.
Costa? Ryder?
Is this show for my benefit? Because I'm benefiting.
Just convenience, swapping armor. You ready to go?
Go.
Right. The pattern on your pauldron?
Family honorific.
Can I wear the poncho?
It's a Rofshin. And no.
Why? Is it religious?
Wait, what?
It's personal. You're not allowed.
Because of status or species?
Maybe it's both.
Do all humans look alike?
Some of you sound alike.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I know how this goes. Someone's getting offended and someone else punched.
That's why we're doing it here?
It's an armor swap for answers. Stuff the diplomats, don't ask.
Hey, my turn was earlier. Nexus info packets leave a lot out. I am sorry. Was this not sanctioned?
You weaseling Adi.
Nevertheless. Ryder?
You better have a good reason for this.
I do. And we were clear. Jarl was in from the start.
Did I say put the shirt on?
Oh, we were shit-talking. Except we couldn't. We didn't know enough about each other to dig in. If we don't know what's insulting or awful, we might accidentally trip on it. Makes talking dangerous. So now we know. And maybe that's enough for a couple of hotheads not to make a mess out there. Unless we want to. Good enough reason?
Okay, I kind of get the intent. No harm, no foul.
If Jarl was offended, I'd be on the floor. I'll take that kind of honest any day. We have a lot to learn. That's part of what our team is for. Better now than when people's lives are on the line. Prodromos. Prodromos. Sounds good, doesn't it? We started Pathfinder. A new life. That is goddamn brilliant.
We'll talk later.
I know it.
Ryder, I was just thinking about you.
I'd love to hear more, but this isn't a private channel.
I could tell you over drinks. Sloane's holding a get-together for the locals. I managed to snag an invite. Care to be my +1?
I'd never say no to free drinks.
Especially from Sloane's Reserve. I'll meet you outside Outcast HQ.
Joel?
Thank you for checking. But I'm all right.
Don't know if I would be.
I have to be. How else do we go on? You know?
I may seem tough, but I have a good shoulder.
That's kind. You're kind. I really miss my family at times like these. Are you close to your family?
I was. Am. My mom and dad are dead. My brother's in a medically induced coma. I'm kind of an orphan at the moment.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, this random collection of Tempest oddballs can feel like family sometimes.
Yeah. I never really felt I had a purpose. But here, I do.
What about the Resistance?
My place in the Resistance is not what I'd like.
But that kid on Aya looked up to you.
Sure. But you are going to do something important, Ryder. I feel it. This is where I should be.
I like having you around. Specifically you.
Because of my skill and knowledge?
Not really.
Because you enjoy spending time with me as much as I do with you.
You do?
Yes. You're fascinating. And special. And strange.
Aw, thanks.
And I mean it.
Nice place you found.
Clean air, plants, helps me think.
Something on your mind?
Maybe.
What the hell was that?
I know that look. It's just my biotics reacting to all this. I don't normally lose it like that. A huntress should have better control.
Huntress?
Another term for an Asari commando. I was one, before the initiative. Long gone now, like the old man. Everything we've been through, and it's still not okay yet.
How does a human soldier get to serve with Asari?
Prove your biotics can rip an APC apart, and people get nervous. Funny that. The Alliance found me a cross-species military initiative in a hurry. Sent me to Thessia to serve with the Huntress unit. One of the few places where my powers were welcomed. Your father made another one.
You were his second in command. Were you friends too?
He was more a mentor than a friend. Prickly old bastard. But I respected that. People treat geniuses like they're made of cut glass. I didn't care how smart he was. I think he liked someone not caring.
There's a lot of loss going around. Dad, the Golden Worlds.
A friend and mentor who trained you to be a Pathfinder. I said I wouldn't get in the way. And I meant it. But I prepped for years as your father's second. Then he chooses you? An untrained Pathfinder and all this mess to fix? The hell was he thinking?
Is this going to be a problem, Cora?
I don't want a rival. Just answers. It's done. Best I can do now is be your second. Keep your father's mission alive. Then maybe we'll all get what we came out here for.
You, me, side by side? I like the sound of that.
A commando friend said something like that once. I explained I wasn't into women. However admirable they might be.
So
I said I'd still take a bullet for her. We were a team. Look, there's still the mission. A lot of dreams to fulfill.
So what brought you out to Andromeda?
Biotics like this. Thinking like an Asari huntress. I never had a place. Best I could be was a useful freak. The initiative was meant to be different. Will be different if this mission succeeds. So I'm seeing it through. It's quiet in here. I can keep the plants watered while I work. First job, see if there's any news on the Asari Ark. If they made it, we could use some Asari expertise. If you want to talk, I'll be here.
How'd you resist all that tasty fruit on Aya, huh?
Check your helmet before you put it on. This scratch? He was sleeping in mine.
Going through the readouts from the Ket facility, I've never seen such advanced genetic technology. Frankly, it's light years ahead of our capabilities.
How did you get into medicine?
My mum was a dancer on Omega. Dad was a bouncer. I'd patch him up after busy nights. Discovered I had steady hands. They put every credit they earned into my education.
Are they here in Helios?
No. Both died in a turf war. Made leaving the Milky Way behind easier.
How do you think the crew is holding up?
I'm happy to share what I can without violating patient confidentiality. Anyone in particular? I sort them in their files, and my brain by species.
How do you think the human crew members are handling things?
There's a lot of them.
Suvi okay?
Suvi's strong sense of faith keeps her grounded. I'm not spiritual, but there's a beauty in how her mind rationalizes religion and science.
How's Cora doing?
Cora's commando training makes her think Asari have all the answers. Just because we live longer doesn't mean we can't screw up. It just means we have more time to make mistakes.
Gil?
Gil likes to use humor as a defensive technique. He'd rather bury himself in the Nomad than tackle emotions head on.
I'd like to check in on the non-human crew.
Ask away.
Is PB all right?
She's avoiding me. Probably thinks I'll poke her with a needle if she gets too close.
To be fair, you're always giving me shots.
Not in the hallway.
Tell me about Vetra.
Vetra's used to having someone depend on her. I think that's why she's so resourceful and likes providing for other people. That being said, I think she could use a little me time.
How's our Solarian?
He's quite the gossip. Tight-lipped about himself, though.
Thanks for the insight. I need to talk to you about something private.
Of course. That's what I'm here for.
When Dad died, he blocked off parts of Sam's memory, things he didn't want me to see.
Or he thought you weren't ready for.
Maybe. I found this trigger. It unlocked a memory fragment of Dad on the Citadel. From when the Alliance rejected his ideas about AI, and he found out Mom's illness was terminal.
Why do you think your father chose this specific memory?
It was where his journey to Andromeda really began.
Those events started your family down a new path.
Yeah. Thanks, Lexi. Feels good to talk about this. How long have you and Harry been friends?
I remember when he didn't complain about arthritis. We met at a medical convention on the Citadel. He was moderating a panel on neurosurgery in low-gravity environments. His name card was crooked, but he was so damn confident, I knew we'd be friends.
So how'd an Asari doctor end up on the human Ark?
Specialist in alien anatomy, remember? That includes humans. Also, Harry insisted. Maybe he always intended to switch jobs.
I'll let you get back to it.
I'll be here if you need me.
Cereal crumbs. Lots of them. Better not go running off on Kadara. Might end up in another cage. Or someone's stew.
He's a good boy, aren't you? Aren't you? You do know Pyjack's pee anywhere, right?
Hey, kid.
We can talk more later.
Sure.
So, Callow, who's that woman I keep seeing you with on the Nexus?
What? Whom?
You're always short of credits after we come back. Is it because of her?
It's complicated, Suvi.
The swelling has gone down significantly, and I seem to be able to talk normally again. Good. Keep me updated. And remember, cool food and liquid only. Nothing spicy. Thank you, Lexi.
Lexi and her rules, huh?
Hey, I respect Lexi and her rules. She takes care of us. Without her, I might still be wheezing and trying not to choke on my fat tongue. What? Have you ever heard of the lick test? Back before scanners were portable, Earth scientists would employ this test in the field. They used it to tell rocks from fossils and get a basic idea of their mineral composition.
You licked a rock, didn't you?
I was distracted and forgot it was a Helios rock. I do it unconsciously. When I was little, my father and I would go on expeditions. The lick test was a huge part of it. He made science fun for me. Your mother was something of a scientist, wasn't she?
She was. It's still difficult to talk about her. We all took her passing hard.
I'm sorry. I hope it helps to know that what she and your father achieved with Sam is truly astounding.
Thank you.
I left my parents back home. They told me they were proud of me, and then lived out their lives while I slept.
If you think that means you're alone, you're wrong.
Thank you. You saying that means the world to me. I'll take comfort in the people I've met here. And if you ever need me, I'm here for you too.
Sam's been compiling our star charts. The other pilots on the Nexus will have plenty of new trails to follow.
You can drop the charts off the next time we're there.
Funny. A few months ago, that station was like a war zone. Flying was my only way to escape the chaos. Now it's become a haven, just as it was meant to be.
Every good space station needs a big lake, maybe some fountains.
Indeed. Even non-amphibians need a little water. Regardless, the worst threat to the whole initiative is still that monstrosity.
You mean the Scourge?
I still see it crippling the Nexus in my memories. I had to train other pilots in hazardous flight techniques just to look for food and water. It's a cage that eats good ships and good people. Helios won't be home so long as it's a threat.
The Angara live with it, and so can we.
And if every one of our colonists was an ace pilot, I wouldn't be worried. If we could Somehow neutralize it, or if our ships had defenses against it. Still, that's what we do, isn't it? Find a way where there is none. Just see the Nexus for proof of that.